My wife, Ellie, and I stepped into the sacred institution of marriage with boundless hopes for the future. Ellie's mother, Ruth, a woman of unique charm in her middle age, had lived alone ever since her husband tragically passed away. Shortly after our wedding, out of concern for her well-being, Ellie and I decided to invite Ruth to live with us, hoping to provide her with a warm and welcoming home. At first, life was like a harmonious melody, calm and beautiful. The three of us got along very well. However, as time passed, I began to notice something strange in the way Ruth looked at me. It was subtle but unmistakable. There seemed to be an unspoken tension in her gaze. Occasionally, she would make affectionate gestures, like intentionally brushing her hand against mine or coming to talk to me at length when I was alone, often under various pretexts. Her behavior made me extremely uncomfortable, filling me with confusion and unease. One evening, when Ellie had to leave on a business trip for a week, Ruth unexpectedly appeared at my bedroom door, wearing an incredibly seductive nightgown. Her eyes had a glazed, distant look, and she began to confide in me about the loneliness she had endured all these years and her deep longing for affection. I was taken aback by the situation, overwhelmed by shock and panic. In Western culture, while family ethics are more diverse, such an overstep from my mother-in-law still left me utterly disoriented. Almost instinctively, I rejected her advances and hurriedly fled the scene, like a panicked fugitive. In that moment, I was torn with conflicting emotions, not knowing how to handle the complex and difficult situation, let alone how to confess it all to my beloved Ellie. A few days later, while cleaning the house, I stumbled upon an old letter from Ruth. As I opened it, the contents felt like a bombshell, leaving me stunned in place. It turned out that Ruth was not Ellie's biological mother. Many years ago, Ellie's biological parents had been close friends with Ruth. A sudden, tragic accident had claimed the lives of Ellie's real parents, and out of love and loyalty to her friends, Ruth had selflessly adopted the young Ellie and took on the responsibility of raising her alone. Filled with anger and confusion, I went straight to Ruth to confront her. Tears immediately filled her eyes, and she admitted everything without hesitation. She tearfully explained the hardship of raising Ellie alone and, after many years of living in solitude, the deep longing for affection from the opposite sex. It was this desire that led to her previous inappropriate behavior. In Western culture, people tend to place great value on emotional expression and understanding, and though I still felt angry and disgusted by her actions, seeing her in such pain softened my heart somewhat. Nevertheless, I remained firm in my resolve to tell Ellie the truth when she returned. When Ellie came back from her trip, I was preparing to summon the courage to tell her this shocking truth. However, before I could speak, Ellie beat me to it. She handed me a document, Ruth's diagnosis. Tears streamed down her face as she told me that Ruth was terminally ill, and her life was nearing its end. Ellie also revealed that she had known about her true parentage for some time and had noticed her mother's strange behavior. But out of deep love and understanding for her mother, she had silently chosen to endure it, hoping to give Ruth the care and warmth she needed in her final days. Looking at the tearful Ellie and the guilt-ridden Ruth, I was deeply moved.